The following Jackass Nation production is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. Coming to you from the Kayfabe Studio in Highland Park, Texas. He was born in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. Raised by Wilson Fisk in Hell's Kitchen, New York. Did his studies in FABOLOUS in City, Las Vegas. He's straight out of Compton. And brought to you in part by the Offshoots Network. He's pro wrestler, 4-time tag team champion, current, reigning, and defending ETCW heavyweight champion, writer, podcaster, bringing you his opinions on film, television, pro wrestling, sports, and everyday life. He is the Jersey Jackass, B to the C. And you're listening to It Is What It Is. On this episode, Quad C joins for the Jeebus nominations, plus Oscar talk. And now, your host, the Jackass.
Yo, 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 it is what it is, and what it is what it is with the Jackass, your host, the one, the only, the Jersey Jackass, your boy, B to the C. What is going on? Hit me up on Twitter at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. Use the hashtag IiWiIJA to join the conversation. We got a lot to talk about today. This show is powered by Cinelinx.com. Your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. You want to keep it on Cinelinx. We got a lot to get into today, guys. We got some brand new Oscar nominations that we're going to talk a little bit about. We got some Jeebus nominations that Quad C is going to join me. And we're going to get into all the nominations for this year's Jeebus Awards. It's going to be an incredible show. So excited. I got some big announcements to get to that they're going to change a couple things that are going on here at the Jackass Nation. We're going to have some new stuff to talk about. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's some major changes. But this is episode 124 of It Is What It Is. We're getting up there, guys. We're getting some numbers. We're doing some work. We are doing the damn thing. But before we get into any of these big announcements, let's go ahead and talk some DFW wrestling, because we have a lot going down. MPX Do or Die this Saturday night. Front row is already sold out. It is going to be one hell of a show, you guys. You do not want to miss out on this. The war has been brewing all month long, and now things are about to explode. For the first time ever, DTF will face the Impact Players in a 6-man tag match. Brent McKenzie, Andy Dalton, and Xavier Daniels taking on Dave Segan, Ryan Remington, and the Tommy Becker. Jamie Aller will be ringside. Guys, this is going to be a battle. You do not want to miss this match. Jackson Stone makes his return to MPX, and he and Bam Bam Malone are together for one more match as Youth Gone Wild takes on the Buddy System. Bam Bam and Jackson were on a tear in MPX in their rookie season, and injuries and travel may have separated them for a time, but we're happy to see the two together this weekend. Of course, they probably aren't as good of friends as Jones and Burroughs, because they are buddies. Real talk. Bam Bam and Jackson can destroy these two. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Bam Bam and Jackson are going to destroy these guys. Bam Bam, great guy. Jackson, great guy. Love those two. Love Youth Gone Wild. We got Richard Hill. Richard Hill posted this one. This is a big one for him. This is coming from Richard Hill himself. He says, "This Saturday night, I have changed all my plans for creative. Danny Burch is coming to MPX, and even though it means I have to pull him from the Prison Break match, there is only one man I trust to represent MPX against the godfather of British strong style. And that man is none other than the most decorated individual in Texas wrestling, main event Mike Fox." Do not miss out on this. Danny Burch going in there. It's going NXT. Danny Burch is a big star, guys. It's going to be awesome to see him show up at MPX. Speaking of MPX title, the title will be on the line this Saturday when James Johnson challenges MPX champion Stephen Kirby in a ladder war. Multiple ladders will be available to both men to be used in any way they see fit to punish their opponent in a match that can only end in pinfall or submission. That's right, it's a pinfall or submission match with ladders. You cannot miss out on that. But the main event, guys, the one that you're not going to want to miss at all, the one you're going to have to be there for, is the six-man Prison Break match for the MPX Prospect Championship. There have been massive changes to the lineup, but the Prison Break match to determine the new Prospect Champion is happening on Saturday, and whoever wins the Prospect title needs to successfully defend it 5 times in a row, and then they can cash it in for an MPX title shot anytime they choose. Marcus Rose, Nobi Bryant, myself, Michael Schaefer, friend of the show, and Jason Silver are all going to have to be in the ring with the guy who's going to win the match, Frankie Fisher. That's right, guys. Frankie will be our new Prospect Champion. He's got me in the match to back him up, and we're going to make sure that Frankie gets that title and then defends it 5 times so that he can then take that title back from Stephen Kirby. That piece of crap. He doesn't need to have the damn title. But that all goes down this Saturday night. It is MPX Do or Die at the MPX Arena, 510 Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas, 76021. Doors open at 7:30. Be there. Don't miss out on this. But that's not all coming up. DFW All-Pro events are growing every month in support of everyone going down here at everything going down here in Dallas with all the great wrestling. And we're going to continue to invest in the DFW talent. As we will see, as the next show is on February 9th at the American Legion Post 665. Tickets are on sale now at ProWrestlingDallas.com. The DFW All-Pro Academy is the premier professional wrestling training facility in North Texas and the official training facility of top promotions such as VIP Wrestling, Big Texas Wrestling, Smash Mouth Wrestling, Top Wrestling, Mineral Wells Pro Wrestling, and GWF Onslaught. Their students are heavily scouted by promotions such as Texoma Pro, SOAR, and SWWA, as well as many, many others. They pride themselves in developing the best upcoming talent from the state of Texas and will be holding a new event on February 9th to provide the spotlight of showcase of their abilities developed thus far. February 9th, 2018 at 7:30 p.m. witness a fatal 4-way match to crown the first ever DFW All-Pro Champion. It all goes down at American Legion Post 655, 2817 Carson Street, Haltom City, Texas, 76117. Doors open at 7:30, pre-show matches at 7:45, and bell time is at 8. So far, the match assigned is we will have a fatal 4-way for the DFW All-Pro Champion, Byron Anthos, Lil Tony, Tristan the Christian Warrior, and a mystery opponent who will become the first ever DFW All-Pro Champion. A grudge match. Pretty Boy J Ace takes on Dante Smiley for that final spot in that fatal 4-way. So that's gonna determine who we get to in our final 4 there. And then, of course, the GWF Tag Team Title match. That's right, guys. Frankie and I are finally defending our GWF Tag Team Championship. It will be Team Fisher taking on the Dare Crew. Aaron Sykes, and sorry about that, Aaron Sykes and Helio Guerrera versus the Certified G's, Lou Gotti and Big Sid. Also in action, the debut of Baby D at DFW All-Pro. Xavier Daniels returns. Ty Wilson, CT Jones, Meta Infernal, Alejandro the Lion, Nate Collins, CJ Ward, Ian Ryan, and Raquel Vaughn. More matches to be announced soon. Tickets are on sale right now. ProWrestlingDallas.com. Front row is $12 online or $15 at the door. General admission is $10 or $13 at the door. Kids under 13 are free. Limited two per adult accompanying, with online purchase of $5 at the door. So, guys, do not want to miss out on this. It is going down. And then the very next night on... Oh, actually, I do not think that is true. Let me double check that date real quick. Nope, that is right. It is definitely February 10th. ETCW is back out there in Wills Point, Texas at the Wills Point Middle School. It's going to be one hell of a show. Matches are not announced yet, but be prepared because there are going to be some really, really awesome matches going down. You do not want to miss out. So, February 10th, ETCW. February 9th, DFW All-Pro. And then every single Saturday night, MPX Wrestling. A lot going down in Dallas, Texas for indie wrestling. All right, guys, let's get into these pretty big announcements that I have. This is pretty big changes coming to the Jackass Nation. I want to thank everybody who listens to the Jackass Nation Podbean channel. However, we are shutting down. That's right. The Jackass Nation Podbean channel will no longer be available. We are moving exclusively to the Offshoots Radio Network. All of the shows that we do will now be exclusively on the Offshoots, nowhere else, no other RSS feed, and that will begin with the Jeebus Awards. The Jeebus Awards will be the first exclusive show to the Offshoots Radio Network. And I want to thank Trey Mack for this opportunity. I appreciate you hosting everything that is now the Jackass Nation. It's been great running this pod channel itself, but it's just more effective to combine with the Offshoots and move everything over there. Now that we're not doing Jackass 1, the Star Wars show, or Jackass Reviews doesn't really air really anymore. Now everything will be moved to the Offshoots Radio Network. You'll get Gifted Talkers over there. It Is What It Is will be on there. Go Home will be on there. The Jeebus Awards will be on there. Everything's going to be there. So make sure you are subscribed to wherever you can find pod, because they have a much better reach, and you can find it on all podcast channels rather than just Podbean. The only thing Jackass Nation goes to is Podbean, and it's just more feasible to have everything over there on the Jackass or on the Offshoots Radio Network. Combined with that, everything that was the Jackass Nation is now being powered by Cinelinx.com. While Gifted Talkers and It Is What It Is were the only two things to be powered by Cinelinx, now Go Home is a Cinelinx-powered show, as well as the Jeebus Awards. So everything will be seen through Cinelinx.com, thanks to the new editor of media content, Quad C, Coach Matt, who will be here on the show later today to talk the Jeebus nominations, since it is now a Cinelinx-powered presentation. So everything will be put over there onto Cinelinx.com, which means the Jackass Nation blog, which is really in past years only housed, or in recent months only housed Go Home and last year's Jeebus Awards, there's not really a point to have the Jackass Nation blog anymore either. So the blog will as well be being shut down. So I want to thank everyone who has continually read the things that I have put up on that blog, or have listened to everything here on the Jackass Nation Podbean channel. But we will now exclusively be on the Offshoots Radio Network and powered by Cinelinx.com. So if you want to continue to listen to everything by the end of February, you're going to want to make sure you are subscribed to Trey Mack and the Offshoots Radio Network. A big special thank you to Trey Mack for allowing me to do this, allowing me to take part on what they have built there in the over there on the Offshoots Radio Network. It is an incredible network with so many awesome shows. You're gonna want to make sure you have subscribed there so you can hear everything and all the content that is going down on the Offshoots Radio Network, as well as Cinelinx.com. All right, guys, we're going to go into our first commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit about the Oscar nominations.
Hey everybody, this is Trey Mack from the Offshoots Radio Network, and I want to thank everyone for downloading this episode. Check out our list of shows that are also on the network. We have the Offshoots, of course, which is hosted by me, and we help promote the wrestling shows in the DFW area. And every once in a while, we journey outside of our own little market and promote wrestling from other ports of call. The bottom line is, we promote wrestling. Other shows on the network include the Lucha Lounge with Steve DeMarco, the former PCW heavyweight champion, now a part of Reality Wrestling's creative, brings his own perspective on wrestling and life. BC brings his own show called It Is What It Is with the Jackass, our entertainment show where the former 4-time MPX Tag Team Champion talks TV, movies, sports, and everyday life. Cheap Pops just debuted on the Offshoots Radio Network, and like this show, it's taking on a following of its own. Join Thomas Barnes and his crew as they talk wrestling, music, and hijinks. Split Decision is our UFC/WWE show where Tommy and Big Kev drag me into their web of nonsense as they attempt to cover the goings-on in the UFC and help keep me updated on what's going on in the WWE. If you head over to theoffshoots.podbean.com, you can check out every single episode that has aired on the Offshoots Radio Network, including shows like The Nigel Rabbit Show, Talking Smack with Christopher Hayden, Still Famous, God Makes Beautiful Things, show recaps, and much, much more. We can be found on iTunes and Google Play, so for those who have iPhones or Samsung, you have no excuse. Plus, we are on platforms like Podbay, Stitcher, Player FM, Podcast Addict, and every once in a while, you'll find us circling out there on iHeartRadio. Come like us at the Offshoots Radio Network on Facebook. Of course, other shows have their own page as well. Join the conversation. Be a part of our small little world as it gets bigger and bigger each day.
All right, Jackass Nation, welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the Oscars now. We're really going to break it down a lot more tonight on SCNS Live, but I just wanted to talk about some of the ones I'm kind of excited to see here. Just a little bit of the big. We're going to talk a couple of the big ones. We'll start off with actress in a leading role. We have Sally Hawkins in The Shape of Water, Frances McDormand at 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Margot Robbie, I, Tonya, Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird, and Meryl Streep in The Post. Now, I think there is a snub here. I believe Jessica Chastain deserves an Oscar nomination for Molly's Game. I think Meryl Streep is in there just because she is Meryl Streep, and that's what that's what happens. You nominate Meryl Streep when she's in a movie. Nominate her. So I think she got this in name alone. The rest of them, I can't argue against. I haven't had a chance to see Lady Bird, I, Tonya, 3 Billboards, or The Shape of Water. So I can't really argue against any of them being in there. I have seen The Post, and while Meryl Streep was really good, I believe she's getting this nomination in name alone. But, Best Actor in a Leading Role. Timothy Chalamet, I think it is, in Call Me By Your Name. Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out. Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour. And Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel, Esquire. Again, Daniel Day-Lewis, I think he's there because he's Daniel Day-Lewis. Now, I haven't seen Phantom Thread, so I cannot honestly tell you that I don't think he deserves it, but I can tell you that I think he's there because he's Daniel Day-Lewis. I think everything Phantom Thread got is because Daniel Day-Lewis is in it. So to me, that's just maybe that's just me. I don't know, but that's where I stick in on that one. Actor in a supporting role, you have William Dafoe, The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World, and Sam Rockwell, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Again, and this is another one that I think, I believe that Patrick Stewart was snubbed here, because I think Patrick Stewart for Logan deserves a supporting actor role. And not only do I think he deserves it, I think he deserves to win. I think Christopher Plummer is only in here. Don't get me wrong, Christopher Plummer's really, really good. He is one of the most talented out there. But I think he is only in here because of the the politics that surrounded All the Money in the World, the taking out of Kevin Spacey and putting him in there, all the work they did to make sure that movie still gave out. I feel that that's the only reason Christopher Plummer was nominated. Actress in a supporting role, Mary J. Blige in Mudbound, Allison Janney in I, Tonya, Leslie Manville, Phantom Thread, Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird, and Octavia Spencer in The Shape of Water. Now, every single one of these, you know what, go ahead. I'm in. I don't think there's any snubs here. I think this is a good category. I think they got this pretty much right. Nothing that really bothers me there. So let's jump down to animated film, because this is a really weird one. You have The Boss Baby, The Breadwinner, Coco, Ferdinand, and Loving Vincent. Now, Coco is a given because it is Pixar and they win awards. And it was an incredible film, so it deserves to be there. The Breadwinner and Loving Vincent are those animated films that always get into the best animated film feature that you're like, yeah, I've never seen or heard of that, but okay, it must be good. And then there's The Boss Baby, which I watched, and it was terrible. So how The Boss Baby is in there and Lego Batman is not in there is an absolute travesty. Now, I hesitate to call it a snub because I don't think Lego Batman would have won. It's definitely Coke. I only call a snub something if it truly should, if it had a chance to win. And Lego Batman, I don't think had a chance to win. I think this is Coco's award, hands down. So, I don't know if you really call it a snub, but I do disagree with the fact that it's not nominated. All right, jumping up to... Oh, yeah, and Ferdinand. Okay. I didn't see Ferdinand. Maybe I should have. John Cena's film could possibly get an award. An Oscar. Way to go. John Cena. Directing, you have Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, Jordan Peele for Get Out, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, Paul Thomas Anderson for The Phantom Thread, and Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water. I don't think Dunkirk should be in here. And that maybe it's just personal preference. I think Patty Jenkins, what she did with Wonder Woman was a much bigger feat than what Christopher Nolan did with Dunkirk. And so I think Patty Jenkins deserves the nod. And I also think M. Night Shyamalan and Lamaluma. As weird as that is to say, I think he deserves to be in there for directing for Split. That's another one for Best Actor that I think James McAvoy, I should have thrown that in there. I think he should have been in there instead of Daniel Day-Lewis. I honestly do. But again, it's Daniel Double D. Lewis. You can't really hate on that. And Christopher Nolan, I think this could be his to lose, and not because I think his directing on Dunkirk was good. I think this is hey man, you've done so good with all these other movies. We're gonna go ahead and give you one now. And it's a shame that it is for Dunkirk because I did not like Dunkirk. All right, Best Picture. You have Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I don't think Dunkirk should be in there. I think you could have given that to Logan. You could have given that to Split. I don't understand why. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I just didn't. It didn't connect with me. Dunkirk is a different film, obviously, and I know a lot of people out there really enjoyed it. But for me, I just did not. I couldn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. So either way, now we're really going to get into some Oscar talk tonight on SCNS Live. So make sure that you are there to hang out and talk with us. We're going to break down, some of them more and get a lot more into it. I just really wanted to get in and speak a little bit about it here with you guys now, because it is. I'm so ready and hyped for the Oscars. Y'all know how much I really, really enjoy the Oscars. So I am excited to get into Oscar season, and I cannot wait for the Oscars. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be very entertaining. Jimmy Kimmel's going to do a great job hosting, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But some of these nominations, I just don't get. And I still have a lot of movies to watch for Oscar noms. So, it's time to get into some. All right, guys, we're going to take another quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will talk the Jeebus Awards. March 2nd. Jeebus. The award show that you want, that you need, is back. Use hashtag JeebusVC to put in your Viewer's Choice Award for your favorite film of 2017. You want a certain presenter? Use hashtag JeebusPresents to nominate them. And get ready, because it's coming. And it's the greatest show on earth.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
All right, welcome back. This is indeed the moment you have been waiting for. It is time to announce the nominations for the Jeebus Awards, but I am not alone. Joining me now is Mr. Quad C, Coach Matt. Matt, what's up, buddy?
Man, I am so honored. I'm on the edge of my seat, waiting to see who is going to be nominated for a Jeebus Award. I mean, we just had the Oscars. Who cares about them? It's the Jeebus Awards that matter the most.
Very true. Speaking of, before we jump in, I know we're going to talk a lot more about them tonight on SCNS Live.
Yeah.
Quick thoughts on the Oscar nominations.
I was actually surprised about the animated category probably the most, because I didn't expect to see Ferdinand up there.
John Cena could win a freaking Oscar, bro.
Coco's taking it. You know,
I'm
Coco's
just
taking
saying, John Cena is in an Oscar-nominated film.
That's the weird, and it's not even for anything he did on screen. He was just voicing a bull.
The star of the title character.
Well, I think the other big surprise too had to be Get Out. I know that was a big film when it came out,
yeah.
but I didn't see it being up for Best Picture. So.
It was just it stayed in the talk. It stayed in people kept pushing for it, so that's why I wasn't really shocked with that one. I'm more shocked that Molly's Game's not really getting any love.
Yeah, Molly's Game.
That one was disappointing to me. But we're going to get all into that tonight on SCNS Live. Right now, I've already talked a little bit about the Oscars. Right now, we're going to talk about the Jeebus Awards. We got a lot of categories to announce here. I don't know where we should start. Should we start with the big ones or build up to the big ones?
Man, I feel like you need to keep people watching and keep people listening, so they need to wait for the bigger ones.
I think I agree with you as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Who Cares of the Year.
That's the perfect one to start with.
All right, we've got 5 nominations here. The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature.
I really don't care about that.
Nope. The Emoji Movie. My Little Pony.
Wow.
Flatliners.
Okay.
And Unforgettable, which truly was forgettable.
This is gonna be a hard category to choose from because I literally do not care about any of those movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even remember which one Unforgettable was.
I don't even know. I thought that movie came out like 12 years ago with like Julianne Moore.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm part of the damn Academy here, and I don't even remember it.
Well, hey, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah, who cares at all? Let's move on to something we will care about. It's a new category this year, Matt. Best Documentary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one's definitely new.
This is getting into the serious category.
Yeah. This one is definitely new to the Jeebus Awards this year. It's just because we happen to find a lot of really good documentaries this year.
Yeah, and Netflix has a lot of really good ones too, or at least that's how we're able to be exposed to a lot of these documentaries.
Exactly. We got some Netflix here, we got some Hulu here, and we got some ESPN.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I know where this is going.
Think you know. Well, our first nomination is Jim and Andy.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Yeah, it really was. Man, it's insane seeing what Jim Carrey did.
Yeah, that was incredible. Like, I never thought of Jim Carrey as a method actor, but whenever he took on the role of Andy, he became Andy.
He absolutely did. Absolutely. Next up is Nature Boy.
Woo!
Woo! Nature Boy. The 30 for 30. Man, this one was good.
It really was. And then you watch this and you go watch WWE and it makes you like Charlotte more. Like, at least to me,
I still don't like Charlotte.
I love her now. Like, after seeing that and then seeing everything they went.
I respect Charlotte.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of Charlotte, but I respect Charlotte.
I respect Nature Boy, too. I mean, you see what he went through, and like, he basically just disregarded his kids for the longest time. But then, at the end, found that he found the most joy through his kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool.
The next one up is a Hulu documentary, Batman and Bill.
Oh, that one's interesting. Batman and Bill. Remind me a little bit about that one.
It's the one where the guy had to go and get Bill Finger credit for being Batman.
That's right.
And it was Batman v Superman was the first film, the first thing ever to give Bill Finger actual credit. He's the guy that actually came up with Batman. Whereas Bob Kane just kind of stole it from him.
Wow, okay. That's an interesting one.
It's a very interesting documentary. I was really enthralled.
Yeah, you never would have. I never knew about Bob Finger or Bill Finger.
Yeah. No one really. It's funny because he'll go to Comic Cons and stuff, and he's like, hey, who wants Batman shirts? And he would hand out Bill Finger shirts, and no one knew who Bill Finger was.
Wow,
it was really intense and great to watch. Great film.
Excellent.
All right, the next nomination is This Was the XFL.
Oh my god, I did not expect this one. Okay, you said ESPN. I totally thought we were going Ric Flair. Did not expect XFL. Man, I forgot that one was earlier this year, right?
Yeah, it was very, very early in 2017.
Wow. That one was a good one too, and I still, my favorite moment of that one was when the broadcaster's looking at the woman and he goes, "I'm uncomfortable."
Yeah. Dude, that was, and then so Vince has him like go to the game that's not going to be televised to do an announcement for just a small region.
Yeah,
and then they lose power on the big game, and they got to cut back to him anyway. It was the greatest thing ever.
Oh, and then you think about how they might actually have a revival of the XFL too.
It's so weird.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know.
But I'm
idea.
Kind of excited.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. I used to have watch parties for XFL.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, I loved.
We got to pick that back up then,
because I never understood why people hated it so much. Because I was like, I don't get why y'all are mad. Like, no, it's not the NFL, but it's football when there's no football.
Yeah, it's in the spring.
Yeah. I still get to watch football.
Yeah.
And I'd be having something to look forward to now, since I don't have any football to look forward to till September.
It's true. And what was cool, too, was that you found out that a lot of the technology that the NFL uses today was developed in the XFL.
Absolutely. So, all right, our final one is another Hulu documentary, Becoming Bond.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
Yeah. It is the true story of George Lazenby, who became James Bond despite never having acted in his entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Hulu's documentary game was strong in 2017.
Yeah, that's what again, these films, I saw all these and I was like, man, we got to have a documentary version category. So we threw that in there. So.
Ooh, who's going to be the first one to take home the coveted Jeebus Award?
Very, very true. All right, next up, Matt, best comic book film.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get into this.
We have Justice League.
I liked Justice
League.
I really did.
It's a very sad story with Justice League.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
I did too. I don't think it gets the credit it deserves because it was a very enjoyable film.
Yeah, it suffers from Mustache Gate and people still thinking it was going to be BVS rather than Wonder Woman, which is really weird.
It was, and then a lot of people were complaining that they wanted a Snyder copy, and I'm like, really? Why do you want the Snyder cut?
Yeah, I hate audiences.
I do too.
Like they're like, we hate Snyder, get him off Justice League. Yay, Josh Whedon's here to save us. We want the Snyder cut.
Yeah, why?
What did you?
Why?
Number one, there's no such thing as a Snyder cut.
No.
He left before it was fully edited.
Yeah.
So there is no Snyder cut.
Yeah, this is Joss Whedon's film. He just did reshoots. That's it. So you want an incomplete film?
I will say, there's something really funny that someone pointed out to me that I didn't notice. Mm-hmm. When it first says directed by Josh Whedon.
Well, it says directed by Zack Snyder.
Whenever it said when it introduces, because it's somewhere on there with Josh Whedon.
Yeah.
As soon as his name pops up, it's early on, and it cuts to it's going scenes around the city. Mm-hmm. There's a poor guy, a homeless man, holding a sign that says "I tried."
Yeah, I remember that.
Right at the same time, it says Josh Whedon's name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I'm just like, that's
funny.
That's funny.
You think he knew, and he was just like, yeah, put that there.
Yeah. I think he did because I will agree that it is probably kind of a Frankenstein of a film.
Yeah,
but
he came in so late. What else could he do?
Yeah. All right, next up, Logan.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how anybody beats Logan.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
It's really hard to beat.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, but if anyone could, it would be Wonder Woman.
Very true. Wonder Woman was a great film.
I loved Wonder Woman.
So did I.
That was probably my favorite film of 2017.
It's up there, man. It's up there. Thor Ragnarok.
That's a really good one, too.
The superhero, the comic book stories are stacked this year.
They are, and you gotta love it as a fan that you get these amazing films in 1 year. But Thor Ragnarok, the greatest thing about Thor Ragnarok, though, was that it was funny.
Yes. Not just funny, but fun.
Yes.
It was fun to be in that theater watching that movie.
Which is very different from most of the Marvel films. Like,
Absolutely.
this one stands apart. Honestly, I think this is with Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ant-Man was funny and fun to watch.
Yeah.
But Thor kind of takes it to, level 10.
Absolutely. All right, our final best comic book film nomination, Spider-Man Homecoming.
I liked it, but it goes back to what you told me before I ever watched it, that there are no consequences for Peter Parker.
Not a single one. Anything he does not matter.
Yeah, and I remember watching it, I'm like, yep, BC was right.
It's really disappointing that is too. And I noticed it. It was oh god, what's his name? Jordan hates him, and you hate him because Jordan hates him.
I don't hate him because Jordan hates him. I don't know the guy, but Max Landis.
Max Landis. He's the one that pointed that out to me. He has a whole like thread of tweets.
Yeah.
That spell it all out. I'm just like, oh my god, wow.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right, because especially whenever he leaves the debate team.
Yeah.
Like, really? You get nothing for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, biggest letdown. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who am I going to be disappointed by?
Yeah. Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not as good as it should have been.
It really wasn't.
The Mummy.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked the world they were building, but the execution was just rough. That's the same thing I feel about for Bright. The execution was not great.
It Comes at Night.
See, okay, the letdown of that one was that they said that it was going, or they promoted it as a horror film, and it wasn't a horror film.
And nothing came at night.
No, nothing ever
Not a
comes
single
at night.
thing. So I was really disappointed. Really, it was a weird movie too. American Assassin.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, I was really hyped for it, and the first act, incredible. The second and third just kind of fizzle out. And just becomes a basic, average action film.
Yeah, sounds like a letdown.
Yeah. Alien Covenant.
I didn't hate Alien Covenant.
I didn't hate it,
Yeah,
but I didn't love it.
It didn't answer. Well, it answered some of the questions from Prometheus, but outside of that, it was just, I don't know.
There wasn't much alien in your Alien movie.
There really wasn't.
You probably should have just called that one Covenant.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Maybe it wouldn't have been a letdown.
Also, it did kind of follow the same path and the same rhythm that all these movies take.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, we have a destination we need to get to. Let's just get there. But then there's one guy's like, no, let's stop here and be stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, biggest surprise. Now, these are some good ones. We didn't see these coming. They didn't see these being as good as they were. And the first one is Get Out.
Yeah. I don't think anybody could have
No.
saw that coming, especially whenever it's directed by Jordan Peele, a known comedy guy, and he comes in and does an amazing horror film or psychological thriller.
With social undertones that really hit, and it just makes you think and makes me go, I'm never dating another white girl ever again, because them white bitches are crazy.
Hey, I didn't marry one, so
See, you're smart.
yeah.
So
And I will say too, the acting, and I cannot remember his name, but by the lead
Daniel
actor,
Kaluuya.
Daniel was awesome. He was so good.
I'm so glad that he got nominated for an Oscar.
Yes, yeah.
So glad. All right,
Not
next
that
up.
it matters.
Yeah, nah, it's not a Jeebus Award.
Yeah.
Next up, 47 Meters Down.
You were so into that one.
It was so good.
You just
It's
love
sharks.
You love shark movies.
Shark movies are the best.
I still can't believe they're making a sequel and it's going to be magical or whatever it is.
48 meters down, bro.
Yeah, they just got to go 1 meter down
One
to
more
find
meter,
it.
bro. One more meter. All right, Split.
Oh, dude. Talk about surprises.
Yeah.
Split, out of all of those, or I don't know, but for me, Split, that surprised me the most. I didn't see that
Because
coming.
number one, it's Shyamalama Ding Dong,
Yes.
who has not been doing very good.
He has not directed a good film in a long time.
Yeah, well,
since I'd say Signs, really.
Was The Visit? Is it called The Visit?
I hated that.
Really? I heard a lot of people liked it. I didn't
I
actually
didn't
get to see it, but I heard everyone I've talked to loved it.
I watched it, and I'm like, why do people like this movie? I didn't like it at all. But no, as far as I would say Signs was his best one, but this was fantastic.
Yeah.
And James McAvoy,
So good.
He was incredible. How does he not get an Oscar for this film?
That was okay. Again, it came out early, but so did Get Out. The problem was Split never pushed. They never gave a little for your consideration toward the end of the year. They never brought it back out to really hype up the voters for it, and so that's where it lost out.
And he was just so incredible, though. And it's a shame that he's not getting the recognition he deserves. But, his performance, and then, I can't remember her name, but the girl, Ashley, I think is her name.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anna Taylor-Joy. She was incredible in that film.
Yes.
And then, the biggest surprise of it all, it's a sequel.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. It's a sequel. And nobody could have seen that coming.
Yeah, no, not at all. And I'm so hyped for Glass now.
Yes.
Dude. That's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be.
It's the trilogy we never thought we ever wanted.
Absolutely. All right, next up, Only the Brave.
I didn't see this one.
Oh my god! I went into it all right, this is gonna be a cool film, and it's legitimately one of my favorites of the year. It was so intense and had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. It made me cry. It was such a good film.
Isn't this the one that they hired mostly Marines or I didn't see it, so
No, everyone in it are actors.
Okay.
It's the Wildfire.
Oh, the Wildfire.
Wildfires
I'm
in
sorry,
California,
I'm thinking
yeah.
the one where
You're thinking the one that's coming out this year with Clint Eastwood directing.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
The Something to Paris or the train
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the train,
yeah, that's
and
the
it's
one
the
I'm messing up.
actual people that were in the incident that happened.
Yeah, I messed up on that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
but okay, the Wildfires. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and our final biggest surprise nomination, Colossal.
Oh, that's the one that Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I was pretty excited for.
Absolutely. I wasn't really. I was like, okay, that's going to be a cool film. And then when I saw it, it's not at all what it looks to be, and it's so intense. and just fun and awesome.
It's still on Hulu, too, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's where I watched. I didn't watch it till I saw it on Hulu.
Yeah, so definitely go check that one out.
Yeah. We're having one hell of a show here on It Is What It Is with the Jackass, but we got to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jordan Hart, and I am the owner and sole doctor at Athletic Edge Chiropractic. And at Athletic Edge, we offer a variety of services to help you basically be the best that you can be. So we are a chiropractic office. We offer full chiropractic services, including extremity work, as well as a variety of soft tissue techniques and deep tissue laser therapy. So if you're in need of some body work, give me a call. 214-883-9550. My email is drhartdfw@gmail.com.
Hey guys, I'm Jason X.
And I'm Cora.
And thanks for listening to It Is What It Is.
But if you'd like to be enticed visually and audioly,
Audioly?
it's a word we're in the South.
Okay, I'll let you have it. You can watch us Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central, youtube.com/SCNS Live.
You can also check us out everywhere else on the internet, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SCNS Live.
So like our page, follow us, and watch our show.
And of course, keep on nerding.
All right, next category, Matt, is Best Song.
Okay. I think I know where we're going with this one, because I know The Greatest Showman was a really good film.
The Greatest Showman was a really good film, and we had a very, very difficult time picking out which song I really wanted to nominate from The Greatest Showman. And I was like, man, I could nominate all of these songs. Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to, you
tweeted out. You asked people to vote.
To help me out a little bit.
And I know you got a pretty decent response from voters. So I'm interested to see which song made the cut.
Absolutely. We'll see here. All right, so our first one is Evermore from Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast was so good.
It was. It was really, really good. And Evermore, I still listen to that.
That's
constantly.
The one where the Beast is singing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was one that was kind of made for the movie, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the Beast doesn't really sing much in the animated film.
No.
So, yeah, that one, and just credit to the Beast, the actor who plays the Beast. He was incredible in that role. And what amazing pipes he has on.
Absolutely. Hero Song from Justice League. That's basically Batman's theme.
Okay. The one that Joss Whedon kind of just snuck in there.
No, or not Josh Whedon.
It was Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman. Yeah. And you kind of hear the tones of Batman's song, and toward the end of it, you hear the tones of the original Superman.
Oh yeah.
So
that soundtrack, Danny Elfman outdid himself. On
absolutely. All right, next nomination, Wednesday from Kingsman 2.
Oh!
Which is technically Saturday from Elton John,
right.
and I believe when it is performed on the Jeebus Awards, it will actually be Saturday.
But just put Wednesday. Just think about Wednesday.
All right, from The Greatest Showman, This Is Me.
That's the one I voted for.
Yeah. It's I couldn't. I was really wanting to do what's it called? The Zac Efron and Zendaya song. Mm-hmm. But I was like, This Is Me is just too good.
It's so good. And then how the chorus comes in and sings along with, it's just fantastic. And I love the building that they had from the beginning all the way to the end. And so by the time you get to that pivotal crescendo, it's just, you're invigorated and you feel good about yourself.
Absolutely. And our final one, Remember Me from Coco.
Oh, that was so sad, so
I
good.
Know, it really was.
I love that film, and that was a fantastic song. And it's throughout the entire film you hear it, but you don't understand the context until the end, and it's fantastic.
Absolutely. All right, best soundtrack score. We'll stick around with the music right here. We got Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Greatest Showman. Baby Driver.
Oh, that's right, because that whole film
was musical.
Yeah.
Kingsman 2. and Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't expect Thor Ragnarok.
You know what? The music works so well within the film, and the overtones of just the score alone mixed with the actual music. So, we went ahead and put that one in there.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a tough little... Baby Driver's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. I don't know how. But I'll be interested to see when the Jeebus Awards are announced.
Absolutely. All right, now this has become a favorite category over the last couple years. That ass, though. All right, our nominations go to Jessica Chastain in Molly's Game.
I mean, she's got a nice butt.
She got a nice everything.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Jessica Chastain.
Becky G, Power Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't really see it in the armor. But most of that film isn't in armor, though.
That's right, doesn't matter. It's Becky G.
It's Becky G.
Alexander Daddario, Baywatch.
I mean, is there any other person that's going to get this award?
Absolutely. Tessa Thompson, Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, so she could get this award.
Yeah, she can get it.
Love some
lying.
Tessa Thompson.
And finally, Karen Gillian from Jumanji.
Yeah, I'd love to be some Karen Gillian.
You know what? Because I was first introduced to Karen Gillian through Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And to see her in this, I was like, oh, that's Nebula.
Yeah.
That's Nebula as a normal human being. Wow, she's really hot.
I was introduced to her in Doctor Who. Never really, they didn't have shots of that butt. But then seeing it in Jumanji with the short shorts,
yep.
Yeah, you know.
All right, next up is the That Bitch Cray Award.
Oh, okay.
Originally created for Charlize Theron.
Oh, sure.
Because that bitch is cray.
She is, but fantastic actress.
All right, Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa in Power Rangers.
That bitch is cray. That's true. Yeah.
The person the award was created for and who has won it twice, Charlize Theron in Fate of the Furious.
Oh yeah, dude, she is definitely crazy in that one.
A first time ever, a male being nominated for That Bitch Cray. Jason Sudeikis in Colossal.
Yeah, hey, look, we're all about equality here at the Jeebus Awards.
And he was a bitch and he was cray. Julianne Moore in Kingsman 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Allison Williams in Get Out.
Oh, sure, yeah, because that bitch is real crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can beat her. I mean, Charlize Theron, the award was created for her.
Sure. But the subtleties that she had in the beginning of that film, leading into toward the end, you're like, oh, she is.
And you should have known it from the beginning because of how she eats Fruit Loops.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's just weird.
It's just not okay.
Like, who does that?
Psychos.
Ugh. Matt, there were a lot of really good scenes this year.
Oh, yeah.
And another new award, well, not really new, but kind of new. It's kind of a breakout here, is Best Scene.
Okay.
So we have a spoiler alert here. Logan dies from
what? I mean, I've seen him. Yeah, that was a really impactful scene.
It really was.
Especially whenever you had X-23, just the way she was just really heartbroken by him. And
Daphne Keane was just so good.
She was incredible. And then you also look at what he's meant to the entire franchise for so long, and you realize that this is the end of an era right here. That was a very impactful scene.
Absolutely. All right, the Zords rise in Power Rangers.
I don't know about
Bro, they played the original Go-Go Power Rangers song.
I felt nothing.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
That one.
What is wrong with you?
Those hashtag not my Zords.
Well, I know you felt something in this scene. No Man's Land, Wonder Woman.
Oh, that I wanted to stand up and give a round of applause at that moment, because when everybody in World War I is just too afraid to go across to fight or whatever, and then Wonder Woman just goes up there and she was America and freedom at that moment, and it's just so great.
Incredible. The Revengers vs. Hela's Army in Thor Ragnarok.
That was a pretty cool one.
That really was.
That was a cool scene.
The Revengers. They
Revengers.
called themselves the Revengers.
So what is our name? The Revengers. Maybe we don't need a name.
And finally, Caesar dies. Apes on Horses.
Oh, yeah, that was that sucked.
Yeah. You get to the arc that Caesar has gone through, and to get to that moment, to finally see him get his apes to a free land, get them to be able to, they now have a place of their own.
The thing, though, is that almost seems like that had to be where it went.
Absolutely. A lot like with Logan.
Yeah.
That had to happen.
Yeah. But still, it doesn't change the fact that it was just a very heartbreaking scene. A very, very amazing scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Best fight. No Man's Land, Wonder Woman.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
We just talked about it.
Just hand her the Jeebus.
Yeah.
All the Jeebus.
Thor vs. Hulk in Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, maybe don't hand all the Jeebuses. That was a good one, too.
And now I hate calling it this, but I will call it this. Reylo versus the guards in Star Wars The Last Jedi.
How does the committee pick who wins? Because that's such a damn good scene.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best scenes of that entire movie.
Yeah. Kingsman versus Whiskey in Kingsman 2.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Whiskey's whooping ass.
That's a damn good one.
Superman versus the Justice League in Justice League.
I really liked that one. Especially when everybody was afraid of Superman at that point. Like,
Flash.
Yeah, Flash.
Oh.
when he's running behind him just to try and get the jump on him, and you just see his eyes look over. Oh, no.
These are some hella good fights.
They really are.
Oh, boy. All right, best animated. This was a tough one this year. I had to watch a lot of really crappy anime. I really wish I had seen Ferdinand. Mm-hmm. Because he got an Oscar nomination. Something's got to be good about it.
Yeah, John Cena.
John Cena! All right, Lego Batman.
Yeah, that's a good one. And, you know, the Lego Batman animators, they were upset that they didn't get an Oscar nomination. So,
again.
Yeah.
Why does the Academy hate the Lego movies?
I don't know. They're fantastic. And you know how hard and how long it takes to put that movie together? Mm-hmm. Like, a lot harder than a normal animated film.
Yeah.
So they need to get the credit where credit's due. And hey, you know what? They're getting a Jeebus nomination.
Yeah, that's right. Coco.
Oh, it was just so good.
So good.
So good. The feels.
Batman vs. Two-Face.
I love that one because it's a throwback to the old originals.
And it is the final performance of Adam West.
Yeah, it's good job. Good job.
Justice League Dark.
I liked that one.
I did too.
I think it was underrated, to be honest. I think a lot of people didn't give it the credit where the credit was due. And I know we've talked about it with a lot of the SCNS people, and they said that it wasn't just. I guess it wasn't good. It kind of petered out in the end.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
I
thought it was
actually
really
liked it.
Yeah.
And the final animated film, Teen Titans: Judas Contract.
Yeah, baby.
I knew you'd like that one getting in there.
Oh, I'm such a Teen Titans fan, and I love this one because now you had Nightwing in there too, and you had older Starfire, and they're making sex jokes at each other. And it's just a great film.
It was. It really was. All right, best action, Matt. Kingsman 2.
Yeah.
That's some good action.
I mean, you're gonna have a Kingsman film. You're gonna have great action.
Logan.
Yeah.
Not packed with action,
Not
but
packed.
but when they did it right.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. John Wick 2.
Oh man, I love John Wick 2. My wife cannot watch that film to this day because of that action.
Really?
She doesn't like broken bones.
Oh,
yeah. There's a lot of broken bones in that film.
A lot of broken bones there. Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And Thor Ragnarok.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, all those very big heavy hitters.
Yeah. All right, best comedy, which was another one that was kind of difficult for me.
This is a hard category in general.
Yes. Baywatch. A lot of people didn't find it funny. I sure as hell did.
I watched it with you, right? Like I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
And then I put my review out the day that, and I started reading other people's review. I was like, well, I'm the only person who find it like this. Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, that one was well done.
Absolutely. Fate of the Furious.
What?
That's not action. That is straight up comedy.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
So dumb. I love the Fast and Furious movies, but that one was just especially dumb.
It's so bad. So
Let's name our kid Brian, even though, Brian's alive still. Could have named it Paul. That would have been more meaningful.
Girls Trip.
Oh yeah, that one was really funny.
It was, and I was really glad that I watched it.
It was out of left field too. I don't think anybody saw that one coming.
And finally, Jumanji.
That was a really funny one. Jack Black, man. Jack Black and Kevin Hart. Best parts of that film.
Absolutely. All right, now, before we get into heavy hitters, something that we started kind of last year was the Badass of the Year Award.
Ooh.
It's not really a nomination. It's really just more of we have someone that we're going to focus on and give them an award for being a badass.
Yeah, sure.
The first one was the inspiration behind Patriots Day.
Oh, okay, cool.
And one character in particular. This year's Badass Award, we are going to recognize Princess Leia.
Yeah, she deserves it.
Yeah, that's right, because she can get blown the F out of the command center and use the Force to bring herself back.
Still did not like that scene in that movie. Thought it was horrible, but she's still a badass.
The thought behind
she's
it.
still a badass, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, time for the big ones here. Best Director.
Oh, this is my category.
Yeah, all right. James Mangold, Logan.
Okay.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, Split.
Yeah, that's a really good one too. Which is weird because it's hard to say that he gets a Best Director nom for anything.
Yeah. Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman.
You're making this hard. It's so good. I love Patty Jenkins.
Edgar Wright, Baby Driver.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a really good one too.
And Andres Muschietti, It.
Oh. Okay, I didn't expect one for It.
Yeah.
Okay. I was actually... I thought we were going to get one for Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. It was I think it ended up knocking Thor Ragnarok out of there. Mm-hmm. Even though... Oh, God, what's his name now? He did a really good job. Taika Waititi. I really enjoyed what he did there, and I loved him more as Korg than anything.
He was really good as Korg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bunch of heavy hitters. That's going to be tough.
That is. All right, supporting actress, Zendaya, The Greatest Showman.
She was fantastic.
She was. Michelle Pfeiffer, Murder on the Orient Express.
She was one of the better parts of that film.
She was one of the only good things about that film.
Yeah, I mean, I loved what Kenneth Branagh did, but outside of that and her and the cinematography, not a great film. But yeah.
Julianne Moore, Kingsman 2.
Oh, okay.
Jennifer Connelly, Only the Brave.
Didn't see it, but sure.
Heartbreaking scene with her in it. Yeah. So good. So well done. And Tessa Thompson, Thor Ragnarok.
I mean, yeah, that's our girl.
She was so good.
She could walk away with 2 Jeebus Awards.
She could. All right, supporting actor. And this is the one that really made me mad. This person right here was not in the Oscar nominations. Mm-hmm. Patrick Stewart, Logan.
Yeah. He was fantastic in that film.
He was.
I mean, just the way you saw him after what we've seen him go through. I mean, as far as being that stand up, I am always composed, always, just I am the leader amongst the X-Men, to this frail elderly man who is having trouble in his late years. It was an amazing performance.
Absolutely. Michael Keaton, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Dude, that scene where he's in that car with Peter Parker is the most tense scene I've seen in 2017.
Yeah. So, man. Finn Wolfhard, It.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he was. I thought he was going to be a little much, but it was perfect. He was so good in there.
Yeah.
Luke Evans, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Gaston, man.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Gaston always holds a special place in my heart, so if he could win an award for anything, or even a nomination, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Mark Strong, Kingsman 2.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoyed him in that.
All right.
And I almost cried when he starts singing. I'm like, oh, this is good. All right. Best Actor.
Okay.
Gary Oldman, The Darkest Hour.
That man... Gary Oldman is incredible.
Yeah, he disappeared into...
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
Winston
seen
Churchill
have a performance of Winston Churchill the way that he did. And I've been watching a lot of The Crown lately. Mm-hmm. So, just fantastic.
Hugh Jackman, Logan.
That's a very good one, too.
Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out.
That's my boy. He was so good in Get Out. From start to finish.
Mm-hmm. Andy Serkis, Apes on Horses.
Yeah, that's... I mean, you have to consider everything that Andy Serkis does, too, to really create that film.
Absolutely.
And you gotta applaud the man.
I actually don't believe he's a person. I believe he's actually the ape.
He is, actually.
I believe when we see him in regular, that's motion capture.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's Caesar being Andy Serkis. And our final best actor, James McAvoy.
Yes! Split. Thank you, Jeebus Awards. I need this man to get more recognition than he has been.
Absolutely. All right, best actress, Daphne Keane, Logan.
Oh, she was really good.
Mm-hmm. Anna Taylor-Joy, Split.
Yeah, okay. We've talked about all these girls so far.
Emma Watson, Beauty and the Beast.
She was fantastic in that, and I did not expect that, actually, because I love her when she was announced as Belle, but I didn't see her as Belle.
Yeah.
But seeing her, she blew me away.
Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, buddy.
And Jessica Chastain, Molly's Game.
Yeah, all very fine actresses. Any one of them deserves that award.
Absolutely, heavy hitters there. It's going to be a tough little category. All right, here it is. Best film of the year.
All right.
We have 10 nominations.
10.
That's right. Unlike the Oscars, I use all 10 spots. Thor Ragnarok.
That's a good one.
Only the Brave.
Yeah.
Logan.
I know that one was your favorite one of 2017. If you watch it is what it is.
It was my favorite. It.
Yeah.
Split.
Ooh, yes.
Apes on Horses.
3. Apes on Horses 3. Yes.
Get Out. Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Molly's Game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Baby Driver.
Wow. That's gonna be a tough one. I don't know who's gonna win that one.
I know it is definitely a
that's a big cast of heavy hitters right there. So this is going to be really exciting to watch or listen whenever it comes out.
The Jeebus Awards are going to be a lot of fun. We have so many guests, so many presenters. You'll be presenting, Jason the X. All of the SCNS crew will be there for the first time ever. The Impact players from MPX will be presenting.
How did you book them?
Well, you know, I got an in with Jamie Aller. He talked to the guys. He got it all cleared.
Good.
So that's going to be really cool to see. It's going to be a great present. There's an opening number.
Is there?
That's right.
What?
For the first time in Jeebus history, there is an opening number.
Ooh, okay.
You can't have an award show without an opening number.
I know. I think that's the biggest thing that the Jeebus Awards has been missing.
That's right. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
So, a lot of performances. We're gonna have Elton John. We're gonna have Danny Elfman and the Dallas Symphony Orchestra.
What?
Yep, all gonna be in the house. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's incredible that Kayfabe Studios is going to become the Kayfabe Performing Arts Center. Like it's going to be an incredible night. You're not going to want to miss it. The Jeebus Awards is always the best night in film.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, now that we've announced them, Matt, why don't you go ahead, put yourself over here, let the Jackass Nation know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Move the Joystick, and also on Thursday nights on SCNS Live, and Fridays on What the Force podcast. Also, Cinelinks.com for all your news, reviews, editorials, and more. But
all right, guys, we will be right back to finish out the show right after these commercials.
Cinelinks presents Channel Control, where Matt, BC, and I, Rob, get together and talk about TV news and give you our take on what's going on in TV land. We'll also take you channel surfing, where we talk about what shows we watched that week and what we've liked about it. Find out what shows have been renewed or canceled, or just find out what TV series has been released on DVD, Blu-ray that week. Channel Control is a weekly YouTube show, so head on over, subscribe, check out our videos, give us a like, turn on your notifications so you know when our new shows are up, and you can also follow us at Channel Control on Twitter. And now, back to BC.
Thank you, Rob. It's always great to hear from Mr. Rob Entropy. It is now time that we get into some of the box office, guys. It was interesting box office this weekend. I did decent. Numbers were a little off. I had a couple wrong here, but so I had Jumanji coming at number 1 with 20. 12 Strong with 17 at number 2. Den of Thieves at number 3 with 12. The Post at number 4 with 9. And Insidious at number 5 with 7 million. So what we had was Jumanji coming in at number 1, 19 million, only a 30% drop. So I was pretty close with 20. 12 Strong came in at number 2, had 15 million. So I was a little off there. I had 17, it had 15. So, hey, all right. Den of Thieves hit number 3 with 15 million as well. They're about $6,000 apart from each other. So that's a close race right there for the number 2 and 3 spot. The Post hit with 11 million. So I underballed that one. I said that was going to be about 9. And then it was The Greatest Showman who stuck in there with only a 14% drop to have 10 million there. Insidious came in at 5 million with a 50% drop. So new this week, we're going to have The Maze Runner, The Death Cure, which is a very, very gruesome title for a young adult novel. And Hostels. Hostels is the new Christian Bale film, an old Western there. One that looks really good. I have heard great things about. Rosamund Pike also in there, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one. So, Hostels opening a little bit less of a wide release there. So, that's going to be interesting to see what all makes it out here. So, let's look at this here. I think Jumanji will drop to about 12 million, or let's say 13. 12 Strong down to about 8. That'll be a nice little drop for it. Den of Thieves, we'll call that about 6 million. And The Post will probably go down to about 4, maybe 5. So we'll call that at 4. So, alright, there we go. We have our top 5. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Maze Runner, The Death Cure at the number 1 spot with about 28 million. Jumanji coming in at number 2 with about 13 million. 12 Strong coming in at number 3 with 8 million. Den of Thieves coming at number 4 with 6 million. And I think Hostels will sneak in there at the end there with about 5 million there. So I think that's going to be our top 5. Maze Runner, they've had pretty good openings, all around $30 million or so. So that one's really cool. That's what I'm going to have to go ahead and say. So Maze Runner there at number 1, Jumanji at number 2, 12 Strong at number 3, and Den of Thieves at number 4, and Hostiles at number 5. I will probably be seeing Hostiles this weekend. I didn't see the second Maze Runner, so I don't want to jump into the third one until I've gotten a chance to catch the second one, I guess. So, but I do like the star of the Maze Runner franchise. Dylan, oh God, what is his last name? I can't think of his last name, but he's really talented. I can't wait to see where I loved him in American Assassin, even though that was kind of a letdown of a film, but I'm excited to see where he goes now that the Maze Runner franchise is over and done with. All right. Every show right here on the Jackass Nation is always absolutely free of charge for you, the audience, the listeners. I want to make sure that you never have to spend any money and you always get to listen to any and everything that I put out there absolutely free. And I get to do that because of great sponsors. Sponsors like Amazon.com. Now, you already know what Amazon is, and to help out the Jackass Nation, all you have to do is click the link in the description of this podcast below. It will take you to Amazon.com, and Amazon will kick back a couple dollars for all the production costs just because you found, quote-unquote, Amazon.com through the Jackass Nation. Go down to that link, click that Amazon.com link in the description of this podcast, and you'll send you straight to your Amazon. You're already logged in. You're getting points for everything you're buying. But because you click that link, they're saying, hey, they listen to the Jackass Nation. Let's continue to make sure they get to continually listen to the Jackass Nation absolutely free of charge. Now you can bookmark that link. That way next time you just got to go click on your bookmarks, click on your save links, boom, click it, it sends you there. But always make sure you're going there through the Jackass Nation because that's the way that it helps out the podcast and keeps absolutely everything free of charge. Amazon.com gives you everything that you need. They are the world's most customer-centric company, and they are building a place where you can go and find and discover anything that you might want or need online. Whether it's Christmas presents, whether it's birthday presents, whether it's just something you want to get for yourself. You want to go to Amazon.com. And when you do so, click that link in the description of this podcast below, and you will be helping keep the Jackass Nation completely free of charge. All right, now before we get up here, Matt, he's going to jump back over here. He's got one last thing to say. I don't know what it was he wanted to plug in here, but what do you got, Matt?
Probably the most important thing to keep an eye out for is tomorrow. It begins the 8 days of UGF, as it will be the Madden NFL Classic.
Absolutely. And I am going to whoop everyone's ass.
Oh, I hope I play you.
Oh, bring it, dog.
Oh, look. I got a score to settle, okay? I'm taking this whole thing, and I'm going to mow you down on my way to the top.
You ain't doing jack. But the Madden Classic is full of characters, guys. Zach T, Care Bear, Coach James Pena makes his return, Double LP, Brodenheim, Unholy, Gregory James makes his UGF debut. Teddy Luke, the greatest high school football player Texas has ever produced. Cass, Frankie Fisher, the Mad Zach, UGF champion Michael Schaefer, Robin Tropey, Quad C, LA, everybody's there. Cass is there. It is going down. The Madden Classic. It all begins tomorrow. Get ready. Get hyped. It's going to be super dope. Cinelinks.com on youtube.com/Cinelinks.com, as well as Cinelinks.com, the actual site. Go there. Check it out. Madden Classic. Hell freaking yeah, man. So dope. So hyped. Big shout out to Matt. Thank you for joining us here on It Is What It Is today. This has been another long episode, but make sure you guys follow Matt at Move the Joystick, MoveTheJoystick. Always great to have him on here. Look, I had something else I really wanted to talk about today, guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about motivation, about sacrifice, about things we got to give up for our dreams and goals. However, due to time restraints, we just didn't have enough time to really get into it. Perhaps I'll be able to bring it up on next week's show. However, I'm not sure if I will, because next week begins the Black Panther hype. That's right, guys. I'm so excited for Black Panther. We're dedicating the entire month to Black Panther and Black History Month. Everybody on my show are going to be of African American descent, somewhere around like that. And we are going to highlight everything that is Black Panther. We'll probably talk a little bit about Black Lightning. We're kicking it all off with the one, the only, Jason the X. He'll be giving us a history lesson on Black Panther himself. He's going to tell us all about the comics, where it came from, what it derives from, everything about Black Panther, because I don't really know much about the history of Black Panther. I know that he was in the Civil War movie. That's what I know. Next week, we're going to learn a lot more from the one, the only, Jason the X, as we begin the love and excitement for Black Panther. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. We're going to get up out of here. It is time to rock and roll. Y'all know where you can find me. You can find me on all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. Use the hashtag IiWiIJA to join the conversation. Don't forget, you can still vote for the Viewer's Choice Award for the Jeebus Awards. All you got to do is hashtag JeebusVC. Let me know what your favorite film of 2017 was. Make sure to get that out there. Voting will continue all the way up until late February. So do not forget to make sure you vote. Use the hashtag JeebusVC, JeebusVC for viewers' choice. All right, guys, that's going to be it. I've already gave you the Twitters. Y'all know how to do it. At RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. Got to throw it in there again. Just make sure we're trying to hit that goal. We only need a couple more followers. We hit the goal pretty early. I guess I probably should have made a harder to reach goal, but, you know, it is what it is, which is what this is. This has been a great another episode. Cannot wait for next month. It's going to be super hype, so be ready. And as always, it is what it is.
Thank you for listening to It Is What It Is with the Jackass. The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect those of Cinelinks.com or the Offshoots Radio Network. We'll see you next time.